outside.
Celebrity chef Andrew Zimmern and Minnesota native is urging food service workers to get vaccinated as efforts turn to combating vaccine hesitancy across the country.
By targeting specific groups and drawing awareness to it, people like me get to talk to people like you on networks like yours, right? And that's actually really important.
Right? Zimmern is part of Governor Walz's newest campaign to connect frontline workers with the vaccine that he kicked off at the Mall of America with other local restaurant leaders.
The good news is we're moving back towards that place where those meals and those gatherings can happen again.
Celebrity endorsements work, and Zimmern has been quietly working with Walz for the past year. A new study by Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh found 23% of people are hesitant to get the vaccine, and that could hamper any attempt at herd immunity.
We can't contain, mitigate, and move forward quickly and efficiently until everyone is vaccinated.
The pandemic also hit the industry hard, with 100,000 jobs lost, according to Walz. The president recently authorized $28 billion for restaurant operators who are now eligible for grants through the Small Business Administration that Zimmern says will ensure the industry's future.
Food people and restaurant people are the most creative business leaders in America. It's unbelievable.
Gone are the days of just lunch and dinner. Zimmern predicts every restaurant will continue delivery and to-go options, along with service charges instead of tips and creating more co-ops, as well as closing gender and pay inequalities.
I think the golden age of restaurants is actually ahead of us. I just think it's more like 2024 and beyond.
Jennifer Hoff, KARE 11 News.
Well, the food service workers should sign up on the state's vaccine connector and identify as such so they can be prioritized at the state's 8 mass clinics. Some restaurant owners like Blue Plate and Punch are also holding private clinics and vaccinating hundreds of employees on site.